Namaste everyone. Let's start the class with a short prayer. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Okay. In the last class, we have seen prerequisite to Upanishads. That is Introduction to Vedanta we have seen, and Introduction to Upanishads also we have seen. If you have not seen that video, please go and see that prerequisite to Upanishad. So that video you can go and see. So today we are going to start with Katha Upanishad, the Shanti mantra and introduction of Katha Upanishad we will see. And from the next class we will start with the chapter 1 of Katha Upanishad, and for each and every class we will take few mantras and then we'll see the explanation. We'll see both chanting and explanation with English translation and meaning. Okay, I'll start with Shanti mantra. First I will chant and then we'll see the explanation. Om Sahana Bhavat Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. So this Shanti mantra, it has to be recited at the beginning and end of the every class. And in Upanishads, Shanti is given much more importance than any prayer. So, and a prayer begins with Om. That word Om. Any prayer begins with word Om. It means there should be a proper attunement of spirit between the teacher and disciple. The teacher who is teaching the knowledge and the disciple who is receiving and gaining knowledge. So let there be a proper attunement of spirit between both guru and disciple. Then only the teaching will be fruitful. Here the Shanti mantra says, let both guru and disciple be protected always. Let there be no misunderstanding between both of them. Let there be no discord of any kind. Let both of them study together. Let both of them be taken care properly. Let there be peace always. And here that Shanti, Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. 3 times it has been told. Why 3 times it has been told? There is a proper meaning in that. Let there be peace always. So it means there are 3 kinds of troubles which a human gets. Those troubles are called as Tapatraya. Tapatraya means those 3 troubles are internal trouble, external trouble and physical trouble. Internal troubles are these troubles came due to our wrong actions in the past janma. Whatever wrong actions we did in the past janma, the result of those papa karma is troubling right now in this janma. So the result of wrong actions, that papa karma, is troubling right now. That is called as the internal trouble. And physical trouble means our body is troubling us. Our body and sense organs are troubling us. It's a health issues. These are called as the physical troubles. And external trouble means the troubles from outside beings. Other than myself, someone else, the other person or some other objects or some beings are troubling me. So that troubles are called as the external troubles. So let all these 3 kinds of troubles be ceased to exist. It means let there be not even a single trouble suffering us when this learning process is going on. That is what it means. I'll just repeat it in a glimpse. So Shanti mantra has to be recited at the beginning and end of every class. In Upanishad, Shanti is given more importance than a prayer, and a prayer begins with Om. Om means let there be a proper attunement of spirit between both disciple and the Guru. Then only teaching will be fruitful. And Shanti mantra says, let there be no misunderstanding between both Guru and disciple. Let there be, let both of them be taken care properly. Let there be teaching and learning both be resplendent. Let there be not even a single discard of any kind. Let there be a peace always. In the sense, not even a single trouble suffer us when suffering us when learning process is going on. So this is what Shanti mantra says. Now we'll see the introduction to Katha Upanishad. As I said in my previous class, there are Prasthana Trayam. Prasthana Trayam means it talks about Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras. Here we need to talk about Smriti Prasthana and Shruti Prasthana. Smriti Prasthana means Bhagavad Gita and Puranas comes under Smriti Prasthana. This Smriti Prasthana is handwritten, but it should not be revealed to the wider audience. Why it should not be revealed to the wider audience? Because this is called as it is kept as a rahasya. Rahasya means it's a secret, and it's very difficult to gain. Everyone can't able to understand it that easily as their academics or some other books. It's very the knowledge which is very difficult to attain. That's why it's kept as a rahasya, and there should be a proper eligibility criteria for a person to enter into and gain this knowledge. And that eligibility criteria I have explained in my last class, which is a prerequisite to Upanishads. Please go and watch them if you did not see. So those eligibility criteria, I'll just roughly give you an idea. And those are of fourfold: Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti, and Mumukshutvam. Viveka means a discriminative understanding between reality and unreality. And Vairagya means dispassion towards worldly pleasures. Dispassion towards pleasures from the external objects. And Shamadhi Shatka Sampatti is of sixfold. They are Shama, Dama, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhanam. And finally, the fourth qualification is Mumukshutvam, one who desires to gain moksha, which is a liberation, which is a freedom from the bondage of the samsara. So all these are the eligibility criteria, the main qualifications to enter into the Vedanta pursuit. So only for these persons who has all these qualification is eligible to enter into the Vedantic pursuit. That's what it means. That's why it is kept as a rahasya. And whereas Shruti Prasthana, Shruti Prasthana means all Vedas and Upanishads. It is a revealed text. It is not handwritten. No one with handwritten, no one write it. So it's not authorized by someone else. It's a revealed text, and it can be shared to the public. So in Bhagavad Gita epic, in Bhagavad Gita is a part of a Mahabharata epic. So this Bhagavad Gita happened in the battlefield, and Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, gave his conversation. It's to Arjuna. It's a conversation between both Sri Krishna and Arjuna, and Sri Krishna has given his knowledge to Arjuna. who is the seeker of knowledge. So in Bhagavad Gita, whatever kind of spirit and enthusiasm we have seen in Arjuna, the same kind of spirit and enthusiasm we can able to see in Kathopanishad towards a young boy, Nachiketa. So he is the same kind of spirit and enthusiasm of Arjuna we can see in towards Nachiketa in Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is a conversation between Yama and Nachiketa. Yama, who is the lord of death, who is a Mrityu Devata, and a young boy whose name is Nachiketa, who is the seeker of knowledge. And this Kathopanishad, it has a poetic beauty in it. It has a pure poetic beauty and having a mystical value in it. And it touches all the vital points of the spirituality. Without beating about the bush, it has touched all the vital points of the spirituality. In Kathopanishad, there is a person whose name is Vajasravasa Gautama. His name is Vajasravasa Gautama. So his son is Nachiketa, to whom I was referring, comparing like Arjuna. So this Vajasravasa Gautama, he was performing a yajna, and he wanted to give Sarvadakshina. Sarvadakshina means whatever he has, everything he has to sacrifice in that yajna. Whatever material wealth and whatever, it can be jewelry or cash or his property, entire property, and including his children, everything he is supposed to give as a dakshina. That is called as a sarva dakshina or sarva vedas. But he was not really ready for that, to sacrifice all entire thing. He was doing yajna, and he invited everyone, priests and the public audience, everyone is there, but he was really not ready to sacrifice everything whatever he has. He was such a kind of person, like little selfish person. He wanted to give only whatever is not useful for him. Only whatever is not useful for him, that he wanted to give it as a dakshina to the priests and the people who gathered in that yajna. And he was trying to give it as a dakshina, like the cows, the barren cows. When I say barren cows, the kind of cows of this who has drunk the water for the lifetime. Whatever water they are supposed to drink for the lifetime, that water they have already drunk, and they are not even capable to drink some more water. That kind of cows. And whatever grass they wanted to eat for the entire lifetime, that much of grass they have already eaten, and they are not even capable to eat that grass. And whatever milk they are supposed to give for the lifetime, that much milk has already been taken out, so they are not even capable to give some more milk. So those cows are called as a barren cows. So they are very old and they are not capable to do anything. So those cows are called as a barren cows. So this person Vajasravas, so he wanted to give that kind of cows as a dakshina in that yajna. So obviously what he will gain, these are the wrong deeds, right? So these are the wrong actions. Obviously he will get papa karma. Why? Because whatever is not useful for him, that he wanted to give it as a dakshina. So obviously he will gain papa karma. So his son is Nachiketa. So Nachiketa understood that he was a matured person. So Nachiketa understood, okay, my father is trying to give this kind of things as a dakshina, so obviously he will gain papa karma, so I wanted to stop that. So he has that mentality, and he was a little mature person, and he went to Vajasravas, who is his father, and then he asked, it's a sarvadakshina, right? I mean, he wanted to give it as a sarvadakshina, right? So that's why he went and asked, like, to whom you are giving me as a dakshina. Nachiketa went to his father Vajasravas and asked, to whom you are trying to give me as a dakshina. So Nachiketa asked this thrice to his father. And his father Vajasravas was very much irritated. He was very angry on him, and he shouted at him. He shouted, and then he said, like, okay, go, I'm giving you to Yama. Yama, who is the lord of death, who is the Mrityu Devata. So now the actual Kathopanishad, chapter 1 begins. From this point, after he said, I'm giving you to Yama. So after this point, the actual Kathopanishad will start. That we will see in the chapter 1, which we are going to see in the next class. Now we need to see few more things here. The Vedas contain 4 sections. 4 sections means those are called Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. The first section is Samhita. Samhita means the mantra portion of Vedas. The mantra portion of Vedas are called as Samhitas. And the second section, the ritualistic portion, it talks about the rituals. That is called as Brahmanas. That ritualistic portion is called as Brahmanas. And the third section it talks about the sacrifice. The sacrifices without involving any materials. That kind of sacrifices it talks about. That section is called as Aranyakas. And the last section, which is the end portion of Vedas, that it talks about the Upanishads, which is called as a Vedanta. So Upanishads are the end portion of Vedas. That's why it's called as a Vedanta. Veda Anta. Anta means end portion. Veda means the Vedas. So these are the 4 sections: Samhitas, Brahmanas, and Aranyakas, and Upanishads. And so this is what I wanted to give in this class. So from the next class we will start with the first chapter, and we will take few mantras, and then we'll see the explanation and move forward. So thank you all for joining. We will meet you in the next class. I'll close this class with a closing prayer. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.